By the divine grace of Jagannatha Sri Janaki Rajarajeshwari, by the unlimited, boundless compassion of Paramatma upon us, we are in the one day before the penultimate day of our Sapta Hanuman Chalisa Parayana. We have tomorrow and day after tomorrow 2 more days of Sapta Hanuman Chalisa Parayana. And then from Guruvar onwards, from Thursday onwards, we will be doing 1 Hanuman Chalisa chanting every day. We will continue with our Sundarkand and then Sri Ramayana. The timing also will be slightly different. So, there is no limit to our gratitude to Paramatma. We keep saying, both in the waking state as well as the dream state, and even this deep sleep state also, we thank Paramatma for giving us this opportunity and making our lives very, very meaningful by chanting the names of Paramatma. In our Sundarakanda Prasanga, we are there now. As you already know, the Vidyadharas and the Charanas and the Siddhas all have slowly taken to the sky. These are all living beings who have got a different capacity than the human being. The human being is subject to the gravity of the earth. The human being's body, it is a Sthula Shariram. This is called as the Sthula Shariram. And this Sthula Shariram is made of the Panchikrita Mahabhutam. The 5 Mahabhutas are Prithvi, Jal, Agni, Vayu and Akash. But their formation is reverse. First the space ether is formed, then Vayu is formed, then Agni is formed, then Jal is formed, and then the earth is formed. So earth you see each one of these elements, they have one corresponding sense organ. Each of these 5 primordial elements, they are called the primordial elements or Pancha Mahabhutas, they have one corresponding sense organ. The sense organ for Akasha or space is sound. The object of that is sound. Sense organ is the ear. So whenever you say Akash, you are associating Shrotram and Shabdam along with it. When you say Akash, along with the Akash, which is space, we are associating one organ and then one object of the sense. So when you say Akash, we say auditory, sense and sound. These 3 go together. When you say Vayu, then we have Vayu, Sparsha, touch. We feel the air. So touch. And the skin, we say Tvak, Tvacha. They go together. Vayu, the sense of touch, and the Tvak or the skin, they go together. That is one unit. The third one is Agni Tattva. Agni, form, eyes. Along with Agni, we associate the eyes and also the form, because we see the form through the eyes, and Agni represents light. Agni represents light. Without light, we cannot see any form. In darkness, we don't see any form at all, other than the inner eye. But with these eyes, we see the form. Therefore, Agni, eyes and visual sense. And we have Jala Tattva, water, taste. Water, taste and the palate, Rasana. These are the 3 associated. And then we have the 5th one called as Prithvi Tattva or Earth Tattva. Earth Tattva is associated with smell. Wherever you have smell, definitely you have one element of the earth there. Major element of the earth is there, smell and the olfactory or the smelling sense. So this human body is made out of all these Pancha Bhutas, and these Pancha Mahabhutas are so formed that they have become gross now. What is gross? These are all gross elements. So if I drop it, they automatically fall down. Even those which fly, you see, even those things like a feather or a leaf, you put it, it will fly for some time, but ultimately it will come back to the earth only. Smallest dust also, smallest piece of dust also, it will slowly settle down to the earth. So this is the gravity called as Sthula Shariram. So because humans have got Sthula Sharira, we can't fly. But we can fly with the Sukshma Shariram, but that requires a lot of practice. Whereas these other living beings, the other living beings are of a different nature, they can fly. So now we are not there in this picture at all in the Mahendragiri. We have seen the Vidyadharas, the Siddhas and all are flying away. Here in the verse number 29, Esha Parvata Sankasho Hanuman Marutatmajaha Titirshati Mahavegaha Samudram Makaralayam. All of them are talking to one another. The Siddhas, Vidyadhara, they are talking to one another. This Hanuman here who is here, he himself is equal to a mountain. This Hanuman who is standing here, he is equal to a mountain, who is the son of Vayu and who has great speed, wants to cross the ocean which is about to crocodiles. Crocodiles are very ferocious creatures, crocodiles. But now Hanuman is crossing the ocean, so they are all talking about the power of Hanuman, Vidyadharas. They all now recognizing that Hanuman has come there. Earlier they were indoors, they were all in their dwellings. But when the mountain started shaking, then they all came out and now they are in the air. They are all in the air, in the sky. They are all watching Hanuman and saying, this Hanuman wants to cross the ocean. Ramartham Vanarartham cha Chikirshan Karma Dushkaram Samudrasya Paramparam Dushprapam Praptumichchati. This Hanuman has resolved, he has made a decision that he wants to do Rama's work and the work of Sugriva. This Hanuman has decided that he wants to carry out two people's needs, two people's objects. One is the object of Sri Ram, that to find Sita. The other one is to do a task for the sake of Sugriva, who has ordained him to do that. Who has ordained him to go and find the whereabouts of Sita. So two people's intention is fulfilling, and it is a very, very difficult task. And then to cross the ocean and go that side, and then to achieve something which is impossible, Hanuman is going to set out. So let us all watch. They are all watching and then seeing what Hanuman is doing. So we'll pause here today.